What's up, guys? Welcome to my first ever video. Today we're going to keep it really simple. We're just going to talk some NFL football. I'm going to give you my predictions for this week, who I think is going to come out on top. So I'm super excited. This is my first video. If you guys enjoy, make sure to like, comment. You guys do your thing. You know what to do. Anyways, let's get right into the video. All right, so here we go. We have the NFL schedule up for this weekend. It's week 5 already. I can't believe it. It's gone fast, but a lot of good games here this weekend. We're just going to run down the list. I'm going to give you my prediction, who I think is going to win. They did pretty good last week. I was a special guest on the Roost Show, which you guys should go check out. I'm not sure my exact record, but I want to say I was right around 12-4, 13-3, so I had a really good week. So let's get right into it. Here's our NFL schedule. A lot of good games this week. We start off with a good Thursday night game. San Fran, the 49ers at the Rams. Prime time, Thursday night at SoFi. Two good teams. Obviously, San Fran has got a lot of star talent. You know, they've had some injuries with Kittle, Ayuk's out, Brock Purdy was out. Mac Jones came in and played pretty well. Purdy looked shaky in his last start. The Rams have looked good. They lost a heartbreaker at the Link in Philadelphia. But both good teams, should be a good matchup. Division rivalry, I guess you could say. I think a lot of people like the Rams here, but I'm going to pick an upset here. I'm going to go with the 49ers over the Rams. It feels like the 49ers, Purdy back for the second week in a row, maybe building some momentum with the offense. McCaffrey getting him involved. The defenses look good for the 49ers. I'll take San Fran in the upset over Los Angeles as my first game. Now we move to Sunday. We got a London game. We got the Vikings and the Browns. The Vikings lose a close one to the Steelers. They fought back really well in that game, but ended up losing. Rodgers played a solid game. And then Cleveland, they got the doors beat off them by the Lions. They've shown some promise though on defense. They got a good defense. Myles Garrett is an absolute stud. He can tear it up at any moment. Makes a lot of plays, a lot of disruption. They got Minnesota by 3.5 here. I think I'll take the Vikings on this one. I expect it to be a close game. I'll be intrigued to see what the Browns do at quarterback. Flacco really didn't look good against the Lions. It wouldn't surprise me if Dylan Gabriel got some more reps here in this game. I'm just going to take the better team. Give me the Vikings. Give me the veteran leadership, Carson Wentz. I'll take the Vikings there. We got Las Vegas and Indianapolis. I'm going to sound the alarms here. I got an upset here. Indianapolis has had a wonderful start of the season. Daniel Jones has looked really good for the Colts. Vegas coming off a tough loss to Chicago with the block kick at the end. Aston Genti had his breakout game, though. Went for 3 touchdowns, over 100 yards total. I think the Raiders will figure it out. Geno Smith finally can put together a whole game, not turn over the ball, control the time. And I just feel an upset here. So give me the Raiders over the Colts. Indianapolis has had an unbelievable start, but I think they lose in their own place. Next up, we got the Giants and the Saints. Two not great teams. New York showed a little life last week with Jackson Dart. Scadaboo obviously has come on the scene really well. Scored last week again. Jackson Dart overall looked pretty solid. I think there's some new momentum for the Giants, although they lost Malik Neighbors. I hope he's okay. Found out he has a torn ACL. But overall, I think I like the Giants over the Saints. Just some questions with the Saints overall on offense. Kamara hasn't looked the same. Kendrick Miller's getting more reps at the running back position. Spencer Rattler, I don't know if he's the guy that can lead the Saints. So give me the Giants to beat the Saints here in the Superdome. Up next, we got the Cowboys and the Jets. The Cowboys coming off a tie with the Packers on Sunday Night Football. Dak Prescott looked really good, man. Overall, Dallas was moving the ball well. Defense looked shaky, but tying with a good Packers team, I guess you can't be too mad about that. And then they play the Jets, who just came off a lot of crucial mistakes, a lot of turnovers, a lot of, or not turnovers, but just a lot of mental mistakes against the Dolphins losing on Monday night. It's in New York. It's a 2.5. The Cowboys are favored by 2.5. I don't know. That feels low. I get it. It kind of feels like a trap game, but I think Dallas is a much better team. New York feels kind of lost right now. Give me the Cowboys over the Jets. We got Denver and Philadelphia. I think this could be a really good game. Denver coming off a dominant win against Cincinnati. J.K. Dobbins over 100 yards. R.J. Harvey finding the end zone, having a big game in the run game and the receiving game. Bo Nix looking good. Cortland Sutton. And then Philly, obviously one of the top teams in the league. Jalen Hurts, keeps doing his thing. Saquon, they have weapons everywhere with Smith, Brown, got it. Really haven't got Brown involved as much as I think they can. But this should be a good game in the link. I think I'm going to go Denver here, though. I think Denver's going to pull off the upset, give Philly their first loss of the year. Philly's been close in a couple games. The Bucs games, they almost choked away. The Rams were up big. They fought back hard, won that game on the block field goal. But I think Denver finally breaks through. I think Sean Payton's got the Broncos rolling now, getting the run game more involved. So I'm going to take Denver in the upset alert over the Philadelphia Eagles. Miami, Carolina, this game's a stinker in my opinion. Just got blown out by the Patriots after blowing out the Falcons. Miami gets their first win of the season on Monday night against the Jets. Carolina's at home. Miami's favored. I think technically I'll take the upset here. I'll take Carolina. I like Ted McMillan. He's had a couple decent games, had a bad game last week, but I like him to get more involved. So give me the Panthers over the Dolphins. Houston and Baltimore, this should be a good game. Both teams kind of on the struggle bus right now. I think they're both 1-3 actually. Baltimore, 1-3 is not the start they were looking for. Lost a couple good games. Lost to the Lions in a close one. Kind of got beat up by the Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes looked like vintage Mahomes in that game. Just trying to find an identity on defense. And then Houston finally picking up a win against the Titans. It wasn't a pretty win. It was pretty sloppy there in the first half. Offense started to pick it up in the second half. Defense looks good. This could be a good game. Houston's actually favored. I think Baltimore will get it on track. So give me the Ravens to beat the Texans. Need a drink. Cool. We got Tennessee and Arizona next. The Cardinals coming off a tough loss on Thursday night against the Seahawks. Tennessee not looking good against the Texans, putting up a big 0. Cam Ward's been struggling to start the year. Not a great O-line by the Tennessee Titans, not protecting him well. I think the Cardinals will take care of business. They're 7.5-point favorites. I see them winning big at home, recovering from that Seattle game. So give me the Cardinals over the Titans. Up next, we got Tampa Bay and Seattle. I could see this being a really good game, actually. In Lumen Field in Washington. Seattle coming off that win, like I said, against Arizona on Thursday night. Tampa Bay, also a top-tier team. Lost a close one to the Eagles, really clawed back in that game. Baker Mayfield just loves getting down and trying to spark a comeback. This should be a really good game. Seattle's probably one of the toughest places, if not the toughest place to play. Good Tampa Bay team, though. Give me the Buccaneers in an upset over the Seattle Seahawks. Now we got Detroit and Cincinnati. This one could get ugly. Cincinnati kind of looks lost right now without Burrow, out with turf toe. The offense just hasn't looked the same without him. Jake Browning's been struggling. They won a really good game against the Chargers. But since then, they've looked really poor. Haven't looked the same. Jamar Chase not getting involved as much as he should. And then the Lions, on the other hand, have just been blowing the doors off teams. Really good win against Chicago. A good win against the Ravens on Monday night. Really took care of business. Produced some turnovers. Kept Lamar Jackson in the pocket. Forced him to make plays downfield. And he just quite couldn't do that. And then the Lions back it up with a big win against the Browns. Wasn't the prettiest game by any means for the Lions, but they took care of business, held onto the ball, scored when it mattered, and played good defense overall. So I'm going to take the Lions over Cincinnati in pretty dominant fashion. Up next, we got Washington and Los Angeles, our last 425 game. The Chargers, Justin Herbert's the man. He looks really good right now. Quentin Johnson returning to pretty peak form. He looks really solid for the Chargers right now. Ladd McConkey's been struggling. They haven't been able to really get him fully involved. Look for him to get more involved in this game. And then Washington, obviously, the question is Jaden Daniels going to go? I'm not sure. If not, Marcus Mariota's done a solid job with the Commanders controlling the game. They haven't really got Terry McLaurin involved much, not too many red zone targets for him. So I look for him to get more involved. I like the Chargers at home, though. Give me the Chargers over the Commanders. And now we got our Sunday night game, Buffalo and New England. This one should be a really good game. New England coming off that big win against Carolina looked really good. Drake May, spreading the wealth around to his receivers. Got Diggs involved a lot. Hunter Henry finding the end zone. Overall, the Patriots look really good. TreVeyon Henderson, not necessarily his best start to the season, but I think he'll pick it up. He'll get more involved. And then Buffalo, obviously, what a really good team. People are saying they haven't played the greatest competition. I saw a stat. Their opponents are combined 1-13, which is interesting because they've played Baltimore. They played good teams. They just continue to win. They're doing what they need to do. Josh Allen looks like MVP Josh Allen. James Cook getting the job done in the run game. The defense doing what the defense does. This should be a good game. Should be a close game. They have it at 7.5. I like New England to cover there, but give me the Bills to win over the Patriots. And then we have our Monday night game, Kansas City and Jacksonville. In Jacksonville, I think this could be a really good game as well. Jacksonville coming off a nice win. Got Brian Thomas involved a little bit more. Trevor Lawrence, a little off sync with his receivers overall, but the defense has been doing well for the Jags. And then Kansas City coming off a really big win against Baltimore. Containing Lamar for the most part. Mahomes looking really good early on this season, passing the wealth around, getting Kelsey involved again. Tyquan Thornton's been a big-time receiver for him. Hollywood Brown's making some big plays. Juju Smith has also been making some big plays for the Chiefs. I think this could be a really good game. The public obviously likes Kansas City. I'm going to be honest. I feel an upset here. I'm going to go the Jacksonville Jaguars over the Chiefs. I feel that Trevor Lawrence is going to figure it out, and the Jacksonville's going to get a big-time win under Liam Cohen. All right, guys, that's it. Those are my predictions for this week. You guys let me know what you think about the predictions. I'm excited for another week of NFL, man. I'm so glad the football's back, and I've been enjoying every minute of it, watching as much as I can. So you guys let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.